What's up? Happy Miss Universe Week. I know that you clicked this video because, just like me, you are probably trying to guess who is going to make it to the semifinals of the 71st Miss Universe. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Chris Matt. This is a channel where I talk about lifestyle, travel, fashion, and all things Miss Universe. So it is Miss Universe Week. 86 of the most beautiful women in the universe are currently in New Orleans, Louisiana to compete and to get ready for the coronation of the 71st Miss Universe. In this video, I will highlight my hot picks who I think will make it to the semifinals. I heard, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard that there's going to be a top 20 this year instead of the usual top 16 that they started within the last few years. So we're gonna do a top 20 predictions. Are you ready? So in the comments below, I'm gonna ask for you to do two things. Number one is, who do you agree with the most from my picks? And number two, who are you surprised to see on my list of 20? So without any further ado, let's talk about my hot picks for the top 20 in the Miss Universe 2022 competition. Oh, let me also preface this video by saying that I think that this is the most exciting Miss Universe edition yet since 2018. I just feel like the excitement from 2018 when Catriona Gray of the Philippines was crowned, it hasn't been topped yet. And I think this is the year that is going to top that. It's really going to be a bloodbath because of how ready each candidate is. Let's start this list off with some excitement with Miss Curacao. She is finally out of quarantine from testing positive for COVID. She has probably been one of my favorite contestants ever since she was crowned. I know that she is a professional life coach and she is an aspiring motivational speaker, which speaks volumes about her communication skills, and I think that she is ready to be crowned. She really got the ball rolling as soon as she got out of her quarantine period. So good luck, Miss Curacao. Miss Angola, another striking beauty. And I think that it plays into her advantage that Leila Lopez is her director. Because I mean, who would be a better coach to an aspiring Miss Universe than a former Miss Universe? So I think we have a lot to anticipate with Miss Angola. Also, I just love her advocacy to bridge the individual to society, because as a national pageant contestant myself, that is something that I wanted to do with my Filipino-American community, bridging it to my Filipino heritage. And so I can totally relate to Miss Angola. Is it just me, or does Miss Puerto Rico already carry herself like a Miss Universe? Not only are her photos stunning, I see her all over my feed on social media, but she really just strikes me as a Miss Universe, as a queen, as a winner. And I think that speaks volumes about the way that she carries herself. And she just seems so approachable and so congenial. And I think that that is a huge factor of being a Miss Universe. In the last few years, I must admit that Europe has not sent a strong candidate as a continent, but I think that there are a few this year that are powerful. And I see that in Miss Italy. She has such a mystery to her that I am so drawn into and I'm so connected to, and I know that it is enticing for many of you as well. And I am so glad that she and Miss Philippines, who is half Italian, are roommates. I bet you they're probably speaking to each other in their room in their native tongue. Señorita España. I think that she is so gorgeous. She appears gorgeous in photos and in videos, but in person, even more beautiful. So I had the pleasure of seeing and meeting Miss Spain in person because she actually presented the crown that the winner for our national pageant in the Philippines wore. And funny enough, she stayed after the pageant to really just hang out and talk to as many people as she can. And she just oozed with charisma, and she was so approachable, very eloquent, and she just had good vibes all around. And so I have high hopes for Miss Spain, and I think that her friendliness is going to take her a long way. When it comes to beauty with a power, I think Miss Nigeria has this in the bag. Every photo that I see that she is in, I feel like my eyes are drawn to her. My eyes go straight to her. And you know, I feel the fire with Miss Nigeria, and so this is someone to look out for too. South Africa, as a country and as an organization, has been killing the game year after year after year. I feel like they have no bad women in South Africa, and this year is no different. I think that Miss South Africa just really has this authentic vibe that everyone can really relate to, and she's really using her platform to push forward her advocacy, which I think that more pageant candidates should really look into doing. So I salute Miss South Africa and wish her the best in this edition of Miss Universe. Someone that I wish I would see posted more on social media is Miss Great Britain. I think that she is so freshly faced and has a personality to match, and I really want to see more of that pushed into social media so that we can get a little bit more of a sense of who she is. Surprise, surprise. Miss Philippines. Do we even have to talk about it? At this point, I feel like everybody knows her by her first name, and I think that's a great indication of what she would bring to the organization within her reign if she were to be crowned. We all know that she is well prepared, and we all know that she has the body to really take it forward, but more than the body is really the brains and the heart. And so I feel that Celeste is going to take it all the way, and let's see how far she goes. Miss USA. Another pride for the Filipinos and the Filipino Americans. Arbany has just put in so much work into getting herself ready and getting herself to the platform that she is in. But the number one thing that I admire most about her is the way that she carried herself through the controversy that the Miss USA organization was just put into. I think that she was so professional and really just gracious to watch through it all. So Arbany, Miss USA, good luck. And thanks for raising the flag for us Filipino Americans. At this point, I feel like Miss Venezuela has a cookie cutter that they use year after year to produce a Miss Universe Venezuela to send into the international stage. But I think that 2022 was a year that they let go of that cookie cutter, because I feel like Miss Venezuela 2022 is fresh. There's something youthful, yet still very professional and still very queenly that Miss Venezuela exudes, and I am here to absorb all of it. I am loving the queenly presence that she has, the personality to match, and I'm really excited to see how far Miss Venezuela goes this year. Another candidate that I'm seeing all over my feed is Miss Cambodia, and I'm not surprised why, because she was trained in the Philippines during the time that I was also there for my national pageant, and I just think that she has done such a great job at preparing herself for the international stage, for the universe stage. And by this point, I'm sure you know how I feel about friendliness and women being approachable, and Miss Cambodia is exactly that. Next on my list, Miss India. This year, Miss India's candidacy could have gone in two ways. First, she could have felt extra pressure since our last winner, Miss Universe 2022, is from India. And second, she could have taken that as an advantage to her, and I think that she did. I think that's the route that she chose. I think that because India is super supportive of Harnaz, that support also transferred to her, and she is taking all of that in as extra fuel for her to bring back the crown back to back for India. She is a huge fan favorite and also one of my favorites, because I think that she is a great speaker, and once again, her personality just radiates. I think that if there is pressure to be felt, that would be with Miss Thailand. It is no secret to a lot of us who are fans of Miss Universe that the organization has been bought by a Thai woman. I say that Miss Thailand should probably feel a little bit of pressure, or must probably feel a little bit of pressure, because I feel like now she has a lot more to prove, because for her to win the crown, one, she must be really, really deserving. If there's any little shortcoming or any little mistake that Miss Thailand makes and she wins the crown, you know pageant fans are going to go crazy and say,
oh, it was rigged because now Miss Universe is owned by Thai people.
And you know that is the sad but honest truth about pageant fans around the world. I feel like maybe Miss Thailand feels a little bit of pressure, but through it all she is going through her journey gracefully, and I'm excited to see how far she takes it. So good luck, Miss Thailand. Up next is Miss Brazil. I have to say that I'm a little bit jealous of the national support that Brazilian women get whenever they compete on an international level. Brazil as a country has support for their local artists, for just any Brazilian that wants to make it into mainstream or on an international level. And I think that Miss Brazil is taking all of her country, her entire country with her through her Miss Universe journey, because I feel her presence, I feel her fire, and I feel her desire to bring the Miss Universe crown home to her country. So, Miss Brazil, I see you. Or do you also notice the celebrity-like feels with Miss Peru? I feel that she carries herself so well that she is ready for this business. And ultimately, Miss Universe is a business. It could be connected to show business, and I feel like Miss Peru ticks that box off really, really well. And I think that she would be a great winner. Also, I feel like she is one of the most visible on social media. I don't know if she passes through your feed, but I feel like every other post is either Miss Peru or Miss Philippines for me. And so we're gonna see how this pans out for her. I know that I've spoken about a lot of the women from these different countries, but I also know that your favorite has probably not yet been mentioned. So I want for you to comment below and let me know who your favorite is, and if you disagree with any of my opinions about any of the ladies that I have just spoken to. We have 4 more, and next on my list, Miss Aruba. She is another one of those stunning women that whenever she comes on my feed and on my screen with other women, I feel like my eyes go straight to her. She is captivating, and I think that she has the personality to really take her to the top as well. So I'm excited to see how Miss Aruba performs tonight at the preliminaries and then at coronation. So much like Venezuela, I feel like another country that has a cookie cutter picks out a very similar queen every single year is Colombia. However, this year, just like Venezuela, they threw away the cookie cutter and chose another fresh and one that has a personality that is new to what we know Miss Colombia is. So I am excited to see how Miss Colombia takes the rest of the competition, and I think that she has a potential to really take it to the top. República Dominicana is next. She also has this presence to her that really wants to take you in. I am in for the ride with Miss Dominican Republic. However, personally, she's not jumping off the photos the way that other Latinas are. Although I must say that all of her looks so far from when she arrived to New Orleans has been perfection. And I'm just excited to see how she will perform for the rest of the competition. Lastly, I think that this lady has the potential to be the dark horse of the competition, and I'm seeing quite a few posts of her on different media. I think she needs to be highlighted a little bit more, and I'm talking about Miss Mauritius. Every time I see her on a post, I just feel like she is one of those candidates that jumps out of an image and jumps out of a video and really encapsulates one's eyes. I'm sure she takes my eyes. Really just want to wish her luck and hope that she makes it even to the semifinals. So don't overlook her. So tonight is the preliminary competition for Miss Universe 2022. So let's all watch it, and then we're going to update this video with my top 10 predictions after the preliminary and the national costume competition. I'm really excited to see how the rest of the week pans out, and I'm excited to see who is going to be crowned the 71st Miss Universe on January 14th in New Orleans, Louisiana. Also, my list was in no particular order, but if you head over to my Instagram, you will see who my prediction is to win the crown. So thank you for watching this video. Once again, answer my questions down at the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.